Oh, okay, cool. Yo, what up? It's your boy Shamel, and I'm back with another video. This is going to be a music album review, and it'll be my first music album review. And this is going to be a review of Janet Jackson's new Unbreakable album that just came out last Friday. So, yeah, get your drinks or whatever, get your food, your chips, your popcorn, whatever, and meet me back right here. Yeah.
When I slide through the place, my swagger walk is what they digging. I stick my leg out on the floor and start jigging. When I slide through the place, my swagger walk is what they digging. Walk is what they digging. Walk is what they digging.
I'm going to jump right into this. We're going to get it started. Like I said, I'm going to be reviewing Janet Jackson's new Unbreakable album. Just came out last Friday, October the 2nd, 2015. And this is her actual 11th studio album. The last album was released in 2008, Discipline. Discipline was a really, really good album. That, of course, released the year prior to her losing her brother and her taking a little hiatus from media and music altogether. But she's back. She's on a world tour. I'm pretty sure all of you know that by now. City after city after city, and actually they've added even more cities. She's going to be touring for over a year, and that just shows, when you got that star power mentality, no matter how many times the genre, the way music evolutionizes and changes, if you got it, you got that chameleon type thing where you can change and grow and expand. And a lot of people can't do that. Unfortunately, Janet has been one of the few artists that can, stay current, not stay relevant, so to speak, in some form or fashion. She was doing the movies and stuff. She did, I think, 3 movies with Tyler Perry, maybe 2, and a few other things. But yeah, so let's get into it. My first impression of the album, and I got the album when it came out on Friday, and I said, okay, well, let me listen to it through the weekend so I can give a honest opinion and a honest review of how I really feel the album is. And I played it in my car. I played it at home. I listened to it while I was at work. And I think I pretty much got what I feel for it. I've also checked out a few other reviews because, it's different when I have my own opinion. You got your own opinion. But when you can, listen to what you think and then listen to other people's perspective and ideas on music and artists or what have you, then you get a chance to be like, okay, well, yeah, I didn't notice that, or rethink what you originally thought. And one of the main people that I did go check out, and make sure y'all go check out her channel. She's hilarious. She's funny. I actually been watching her for a few years now. She does a lot of reviews and commentary. Ashley Miller. Yeah, Ashley Miller. If you just type in Ashley the way that we really spell it, it ain't all no kind of ASHLIEY and a Z on there that's silent, but it's there because they want to be fancy. Just straight up Ashley Miller. And yeah, check her out. She does a lot of hot reviews on reality TV, hot topics and stuff too. So anyway, started out. The album cover, I really like the album cover. It's different for her. It's all face and hair because it's a lot of hair. But she looks good. You can tell that she has matured, so to speak. You can tell she's getting older, and she is. And I guess, it doesn't look like she's getting any more surgeries done or what have you. So we get to see the real face with a little bit of makeup, a little bit of airbrushing. But other than that, it's her. And I like the album cover. I do. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my computer. Keeping up with the track listing. Before we jump into track 1, with this album, she did jump back into play with some of her old producers from her first couple of albums, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. She also touched with Missy Elliott. They have a really, really hot song. I think it might be my favorite song on the album so far. And J. Cole, of course, is on the album. He did the remix to her single, No Sleep. And, kind of put a little bit more flair into it or what have you. I think I could have did a better job, but not putting him down because he did his thing. And yeah, it is what it is. The title of the album is Unbreakable. The first song on the album is Unbreakable. And basically on that song, am gonna go track by track for the most part, unless there are a couple of songs that I still gotta get into. But Unbreakable is the opening track. On this track, she's kind of basically saying, "I'm back. I'm in the game. I know that y'all been waiting on me. Thanks for being patient. And I've been through some things, but I'm unbreakable." It's a nice mellow tone. It's a good open for the album. I feel it. I get it. And my response is that it's a good song. It's a different. The whole entire album is different from what you would think of Janet. The Unbreakable tour. I'm sure from this album there will not be a lot of high intense dance songs or dance moves. She might touch back into her older songs, and that's when the concert will get into the dance moves. I haven't been to a Janet concert. I would like to go probably, but I haven't been yet. I've seen the DVDs, so that's what I'm basing on, and it's a good song. The next song is "Burn It Up." It's with Missy Elliott. When the song first comes on, it gives you like a high impact, intense beat, and it gives you kind of maybe 2000, 2001 Janet with Missy hopping on the track and kind of amping it up to the next level. And I like the the way that they sound together. I've always have, even in her older songs that she had Missy on. They just sound good to me. But yeah, "Burn It Up" is hot. I think it might be my favorite song on the album. I really do. If you go out and get this album, or if you already have this album, I'm pretty sure that's probably one of your hot songs too. Janet comes in singing with the low monotone with a little bit of auto-tune, but it sounds good. It's not too much. Not on this song, because there are a couple other songs that I'm going to touch on those that I feel like maybe it would have been better had we heard Janet's natural voice, her soft whispering voice, versus them putting certain levels of auto-tune and mechanics into the vocal of the song, which made it kind of, I don't know, kind of weird almost for me, because I like to hear the voice. When you put too much of that stuff, it takes away from the track to me. So yeah, the third song on the album, "Damn Baby." "Damn Baby" is a hot song. It's a slow, mellow song, and then it speeds up a little bit, and then it slows back down. I like it, especially when it gets towards the end and she goes into that "oh, gotta break it down" beat. Gotta break it down, break it down, break it down, from her "I Get So Lonely" album. It kind of, she hit back on some old songs, and the way that they mixed it in there was perfect. I like it. It sounded good. It was good to me. It was good. It's like, that's probably like my favorite part of the song. So the tracks, they do flow rather nicely, and if they don't, because I've kind of played them in kind of random orders to see what kind of feel I would get for it. So yeah, she comes to you not too hard and too strong in the beginning, like just right, like we just gonna smooth you back into this. We're gonna get this party started, and then she drops way down. Not way down, but a little bit down. The next song on the album, track number 4, "The Great Forever." This song, I'm gonna tell you something. This song right here, when I first heard it, and every time I hear it now still, it catches me off guard, because you would almost think that you were listening to Michael Jackson singing. And this is one of the songs where I feel like maybe they put a little bit too much auto-tune or too much technical stuff into her voice, and it pulls it down. You hear more of the heaviness and the bassness, and I swear you would swear up and down that in the beginning of the song, and even part of the second verse and everything, that it is Michael Jackson singing. And it sounds good, but it's kind of eerie how you can hear him through her. And it actually made me, really think, like, I know, and what I think would have been a really, really good idea and a concept for this album, if she had like maybe a song or two that she, how artists, they'll go back like Chris Brown did with Aaliyah, and mixed in her voice with his old song that she had but that never came out. Then he added his parts into it and made a new song with it. I know Michael was working on some material. He had stuff that he was doing with Akon and stuff. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of material that he has that was never released. I feel like she could have, it would have been a nice way for her to do take bits and pieces of an old song that he did that never came out, that nobody's never heard, maybe remove some of his vocals and put some of hers on there, and they have like a little duet together. That would have been perfect to me. But it didn't happen. We might get it one day. You never know. A lot of times with these record labels and stuff, they wanna say, well, even if it is family, they wanna pull and get every nickel, dime, and penny. And if you're not talking the right money, now she got money, so if she wanted to do it, she could do it. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to hear that, And also the same day that this album came out, I don't know if y'all are aware, but they released the new reality show, The Jacksons Next Generation, and it features I can't remember if it's Jermaine's or Tito's 3 children. They once had a group together called 3T, and I guess they're still calling themselves a group. I don't know why. I don't see any relevancy. I feel like this show might be them saying we need some money now, or the other Jacksons that didn't have the money and were just kind of on the regular side, because they were not regular, but on the regular side financially, they didn't have the money like Janet had, or had the money like Michael had. All right, so back into the track listing. We get into song number 5. It slows the album almost all the way down. This song is very intimate. Slow pianos, and then you get synthesizers that come into play, and then Janet voice takes off the song. Like I said, the song's called Should've Known Better. It's a really soft, sweet song. I like it. On this song, there is no auto-tune or anything noticeably on her voice, and I like this song. It sounds like, a nice, soft, slow Janet song. Once the song really takes off, it adds like a nice dance beat into it, and it brings the song back up and gets you into a nice feel. This song would be great in your car riding down the highway. It's one of those songs that you'd be like, okay, yeah, I feel free. I've gone through something. I should have known better, but now, even though I should have known better, I do know better now, and I've learned from what I've gone through. So I like that. All right, the next song on the album is After You Fall. This song is pretty much slow all the way through. And this is a song that you would not want to listen to if you're depressed, because it would make you really get all in your feelings and your emotions. You'd be triple depressed. And I don't know, who wants to do that? But it's a beautiful song. Piano. It's kind of what I think this song actually is. I think she's saying, I don't think this song is about her. I think this song is actually about Michael. And the reason I say that is because I feel like she's being his voice and thinking what his thoughts were when he was going through, a lot of things in the media, and everybody was against him, calling him Wacko Jacko and all that stuff. And he felt like, everything was against him. He was like, how can he be strong? How can he, be himself? And he felt maybe so broken inside because he had all these fans and everything, and then all of a sudden, all these fans that you had in the world, and you got these thousands and thousands and thousands of people and stuff all of a sudden against you, trying to bring you down, trying to destroy your name. And I get that. I think this song was, like I said, I think this song was him speaking through her. And then it's a beautiful song. Now, right after that, track number 7 comes in. Broken Hearts Heals, the name of this track. And it's a nice song. I like it. It has a really, really good beat. The vocals are good on it. The mix is very good on it. And I feel like you listen to the song, it has a great beat. The message in the song, you can obviously tell that she's talking about either her and Michael when they were younger, or her and all of her siblings when they were young, and how they would, how you get in your tone where you want to reminisce on the past. This is a song where she's reminiscing on her younger childhood with her siblings and how they felt so comfortable with each other before the big fame came, and it was just simple life. They did music for fun. It wasn't so much for politics and money and all those other things that it's really, about now when you really get into it. It was for the love of it. And I like this song. All right, we're moving into track number 8. Track number 8 is a really good song. It's a nice upbeat song. I woke up in heaven in the morning, and I like the tempo. I like this song. It's a nice song. It's a good song for the album. And it gives me a little bit of maybe Velvet Rope, Janet, slightly, but I like it. Right after that, we got track number 9, which was the single release for this album, No Sleep, featuring J. Cole. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard the song, before the album came out and everything, I didn't really like the song too much. I felt like the music was high, the bass was high, and her vocals were low. I had to listen to it about 5 times before I could, really understand what she was saying. And I know some of Janet's songs, that's typical, but I do feel like the vocals could have been, her vocals could have been brought up a little bit, and that would have made the song better to me. But hey, like I said, this is just my opinion. But as for on the album, and after hearing it, a few times, it has grown on me, and now I do like the song. Now, there are 3 versions of this song, No Sleep, on this album. They have the regular version with just her, then they have the edit with J. Cole, then they have another edit, or remix edit. It has J. Cole on it also. I honestly feel like the remix edit, and this is actually song number, let me look and see, hold on. The last song on the album, song number 19. I feel like that song and that actual edit of it should have been the main single. It would have got way more attention than the regular version of No Sleep, just from the beat alone. It kind of changes the whole aura of the song. I just really feel that way. Anyway, it's just my opinion, so I'm telling you what I think and how I feel. All right, let me go back a little bit. All right, after No Sleep, we have the song Dream Maker. Dream Maker kind of sounds like a song from back in the day, like an old school song from like maybe the early 80s, late 70s. It's a nice song. It's a nice car song. Like I always say car songs because this is one of them albums that you could put in, and just let it play and listen to it all the way through. And I've done that. Like you just ride down the highway and you got your music that you listen to. Some things you got to skip over, but this is a song that you would not skip over. You listen to it. I think it's just nice. It's a nice, solid song for the album, and it complements the album nice. Also, this song has her soft vocals in it with no extra vocalization or auto tuning on the vocals. So it sounds good to me. Next song on the album is song number 11, To Be Loved. It's one of those unity songs where, everybody needs love. You want to be loved, I want to be loved. Let's stop all the hatred and the bigotry and all that stuff that she talks about in a lot of other songs. And focus on loving each other, loving the world, and making the world a better place, which is her message, which has been Michael's message for, forever. Wait, all right, let me jump back right quick. We're going to go back to song number 4, which was The Great Forever, the song where I said she sounded like Michael. Now, y'all tell me something, because I listen to the song and I hear it clearly. I can always kind of hear when other albums or other beats or something are picked up, especially if it's an older beat of somebody that I actually listen to or whatever. But the beat of that song, it really, really picks up, and it reminds me of Michael Jackson's "The Way You Make Me Feel." I think it's that same beat that she sampled a little bit of that and brought that into that song. Maybe that might be that voice. I was going to say maybe the beat is what made me kind of connect the song with Michael, but no, it's that damn voice and that auto tune that they put on there. But yeah, we got the remaining tracks on the album are "Take Me Away," "Promise," "Lessons Learned," "Black Eagle," "Well Traveled," and "Gonna Be Alright." I was gonna go track by track, but this video has already been long. My whole perspective of the album, my personal review, I think it's a good, solid album. I do believe that her last album, Discipline, was better than this album, but I don't know if you know the reason that she parted with her prior label is because she didn't feel like it was promoted correctly or promoted enough. And I do agree that album, Discipline, was an awesome album. And if you haven't got it, you hadn't heard it, you should go definitely get that album. Get this one too, but definitely if you don't have Discipline, you might not even know about it because they didn't promote it good enough. But go get that album. That album is awesome. this album is good. Discipline was better. That's just my opinion. This song she did release on her independent label, Rhythm Nation Records, and this is her first independent tour, as well as her first independent album. So I think to be in the industry as long as she has enough, fans and enough staying power to where she doesn't have to return to a big major label. And that was one of the main things that kind of was in limbo for a long time, and people wanted to know what she was going to do. And I don't think she, in perspective for herself, knew right away what she was going to do. And it took, a few years. And then she had the thing with her brother. It's a lot. I've never lost someone that was, just that close to me, like a sibling. And I love my sister to death. So, going through stuff like that, it might take you a little while to get over it, and I completely understand. What I do expect to happen with this album, I agree. Like I told you before, I checked out Ashley Miller's review of this album. She actually helped me to go through the songs and re-listen to them again and listen to them more in depth. And like songs that I didn't like at first, and that was a good thing because I'm one of those people, and I do understand some things they have to grow on you. A lot of times it's songs or albums that I don't like through first listen that I end up loving. They end up being my favorite. Like I said, I agree with her. She said in her video she doesn't believe this album or this tour is about money. She doesn't need money. She has plenty of money, and she's married to a billionaire. This album was not about topping the charts. It wasn't about winning a Grammy or anything. It was specifically for the fans, because like when you get so far up in the business and you've done different things here and there, and money is not an issue, and especially with all the politics and drama that comes along with being in, sometimes you just you don't want to do it anymore. So this album, I feel, was her coming back solely for the fans, and I am a fan. I'm young, so I started getting into Janet during her 2001 era, her All For You album, and I probably watched that live in Hawaii tour DVD like a million times. As a matter of fact, that DVD was the first DVD that I ever bought in 2001. Janet Jackson's, no, it might have been 2002. I bought Janet Jackson's, or was it 03? Anyway, it was somewhere around that right there. That was the first time that I bought a DVD. That was the first time I bought a DVD player. And I probably played it out because I just like, watching that enthusiasm on stage and her performance ethic. And one thing that I did notice, because I have watched her like little clips of her Unbreakable tour, is she's not doing the outfit changes like she has done in prior tours. I don't think I noticed her changing clothes at all, which is a little bit worrisome for me, only because I like to see that. You can give me 20 outfit changes in one song and I'll be happy. Then you give me 20 songs and one outfit. I feel like I'm watching the same song. But yeah, anyway, this has been a review. I would give this album I'll give it a 3.7 out of 5, as in stars. So out of 5 stars, I'll give this album, you know what, I take that back, because it is growing on me and I still have to get into it some more. I'll go ahead and give this album a 4 out of 5. Discipline, 5 stars, hand down. All For You album, 5 stars, hands down. Velvet Rope was a little bit before my time. I was a little bit too young to really be getting into the Velvet Rope. I like the singles on that album, but that album won her a lot of Grammys, so I guess that was a 5-star album as well. Anyway, I gotta go to work. I gotta get up out of here. For they be calling me on my phone. And this has been another video with Shamela. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. Go ahead and leave your comments, your likes, or whatever. Get at me on Instagram, TREMALE101. Again, that's TREMALE101, and I will follow you back. And until the next time, peace.